the insects. All right, very good. That's a very good point here. So I'm going to move on to Mr. Ahmed. Hamoudi Habibi, can you read for us? Start reading from here, Ahmed. From once.
From
once here. Once.
Once these beetles lived in forest and scrub grassland habitats, any place where there was a carrion of
suitable
suitable size and soil.
Very good.
Suitable for
very good. Hold on, Ahmed. Hold on. Okay, so here this sentence starts with this interesting word, that the one that I have highlighted already in yellow. What do you think this word signal? When she says, once these beetles lived in forest and scrub grassland. What does this word once signal? Sorry guys, but you know I like to dig or delve deep in the language, so bear with me, because we need to learn how to think
means
in language. Yeah.
When they start to do this, or in this time?
Not really, Mazen. Very good, but good guessing anyway. Muhammad Al-Muhsin, what do you think? What does the word once here signal? Let me give you this example, Muhammad Al-Muhsin. If I am passing by, if I and you are friends and we are having a walk together, and we pass by a deserted home or a deserted house. Do you guys know what a deserted house is? A house that has been abandoned or has nobody to live in. All right? Alaykum salam, Abdullah. Good morning, love.
Good morning, Mr.
So, and while we are chatting, I'm gonna be like, okay, you know what, Muhammad Al-Muhsin? Once there lived a very nice family here in this house. So what does the word once here signal? Does it signal, or does it tell you that the people who I am talking about still live in this house?
Yes.
Are you sure? If I say once there lived a great family in this house and their son used to be my friend.
No.
No, very good. Any idea about Abdullah Al-Anizi? We were talking about the word once here. Thank you, Muhammad Al-Muhsin. I love you, man. We were talking about once. Once these beetles lived in forest, scrub grassland habitats, any place where there was carrion of suitable size and soil suitable for burying it. All right. We were wondering about the use of the word once at the beginning of this sentence and what it signals here in this context.
Yes.
Yeah. What does the word once mean and signal here in this context? When I say once, these beetles lived in forest and scrub grassland. Does this mean that these beetles still live there, or something, or things have changed?
Once these beetles lived in the forest.
Mm-hmm. So
no,
once, yeah, go on.
No, complete your answer.
Yeah. Does this mean, or does the word once mean things are still the same or things have changed?
No, I think things have changed.
Very good. I love you, man. Things have changed. That means what, Mazen? That means that the burying beetle do not live in these grasslands or in these forests, on these forest habitats as they used to be. All right? Do you understand now, boys? So
Yes.
how do I know before even continue reading? Only one word signaled that. So this word, the word once here in this context, okay, signals what? Signals that the Beatles or things have changed. What do we mean when we say things have changed? That the Beatles are not living in these areas anymore, or at least they are not the same in terms of number. They don't have the same. We don't have the same population. You know what's population?
Yes.
Yeah, the number of insects.
The number.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, very good, very good. So the number of insects at least is not the same as before. How do we know all that before we even continue to read, or before Godal tells us that? From only a single
From the
word,
word one.
which is, yes, very
Once.
good, the word once. Do you understand, gentlemen? Please, we are only how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please feel free to ask any questions whenever you want. All right, boys? Even if you want me to repeat myself time and again, I don't mind. Okay, gentlemen? So, okay. So these insects used to, do you remember used to? Used to means like zaman al-awwal tahawwal. They used to live in forest and scrub grassland, or any place where there was carrion. Do you remember the word carrion?
Yes.
The decaying corpses. You know what's decaying corpses? Oh, sorry, it's with a U, I think. Yes, the decaying corpses اللي هي الجيفات, like you said. So who said that? Abdullah said it yesterday. Like الجيفات. You know what's الجيفات? The bodies of dead animals. Bodies of dead animals. Yeah? So it's interesting here. It's interesting here to know that these beetles are so smart. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. They live where there is food, and they choose their food. Their food needs to be of the size, and it needs to be suitable for them to decay or help decay and also bury. You see what I mean? So we don't assume that they go around and weigh the body of the dead animal before they drag it into a burying place, or before burying a good hole for it. But how do they know all that? This instinct. This is from Allah Azza wa Jal. All right, boys? So, subhanallah. Anyway, so can you continue reading for us, Ahmed? Yeah. So they used to, remember, they once lived in any place where there was
carrion.
What do we mean by carrying? The decaying corpses or bodies of dead animals or birds or even, animals, of suitable, and these corpses should be of suitable size. What does the word suitable mean? Suitable, the word suitable. Yeah. So if you have a bag of suitable size, that means this bag is good enough for your book, to carry your book, and good enough for you to carry. So what does suitable mean here? Think about it.
Can I answer, Mr.
Who is that, Abdullah?
Al-Garni.
Yes, Abdullah Habib. Please do.
It means مناسب.
Yes, very good. I love you. I love you, man. I love you. Very good, Abdullah. Thank you very much indeed. Very good. Okay. So we have just been joined with Muhammad Al-Rafa. Muhammad Al-Rafa. Can somebody tell Muhammad what we have been talking about before he joined? Quickly summarize what we discussed so far.
Yes, when we complete reading, we we underlined the word once, and we
Very
knew
good.
that the insects are
Good
not
morning,
living
Saud.
in the
Good morning.
forests anymore now.
Or they are, at least they are not of the same size in terms of their population. How did we know? Okay, I'm gonna pick Muhammad brain about the word once. Do you sorry, Muhammad, because I'm gonna quickly fix here. So can you read this part for us, Muhammad? At least this sentence here once.
Once these beetles lived in forest and scrub grassland habitats.
Very good. Any place where there was carrion
Any place where there was carrion,
of
decaying
suitable.
corpses,
Yeah,
suitable
this is like
size.
explanation. This is not part of the text, of course. This is only
All right.
explanation. Okay. So of suitable size.
Of suitable size and soil suitable for bearing it.
Yes, very good. So I asked the lads at the beginning of the class about this, about the significance of the word once and what does it signal.
I think it signals that once means things have changed.
Very good. I
Like
love
in
you,
the
man.
past, it was something, and now it's
very good. So, wow, that's very amazing. Very good. The word once here signals that things have already changed. So we don't assume that the beetles live in these areas anymore. How do we know? Godal hasn't told us yet, but we learn it only from the word once. And this is how you think and analyze a text, boys. Okay. So what are these places we're talking about? We're talking about forest and scrub grasslands only? No. We are also talking about any place where there was carrion. What do we mean by carrion?
The decaying corpses.
Very good. Of dead animals. Very good. And these carrion should be of
suitable size and soil suitable for bearing it.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So thank you very much indeed, Hamoudi. I love you, man. I told you your participation is a very valuable one. Thank you, Mazen. You too, Mazen. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to my dear boy Saud.
Mister, I don't think you attended me. Number 15.
Okay, sorry, Muhammad. 15?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, love. Thank you for pointing this out. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to Saud. Saud, can you continue reading for us? Saud? Saud? Hello?
Yes, mister.
Can you continue reading for us, please?
In 35 states throughout temperate eastern North America.
Yeah.
But by 1920, population in the east and largely disappeared by.
I love you. Hold on. Hold your horse, love. So here, what does Godal tells us? She tells us that the population. What does the population mean here in this context? The number
of people.
No, not people.
Huh?
Of varying people, because this is what we're talking about. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so here we are talking about the population of what? The number of the burying beetles. All right. So this number had largely disappeared. And can you see the connection between this and the word once? So, yeah, boys. Can you see the connection between once and this word? So this is actually predicted or foreshadowed this. How did we know? I told you it has been signaled to us by the word once. We guessed it before we even continued to read. Right, boys? So, all right. So, thank you very much, Saud. Now, by 1970, I'm going to move all the way up to my dear boy, Abdullah Ahmed Al-Anizi. Abdullah?
Yes, Mr. Yes.
Boys, I hope you don't get bored with the detailed discussion, but you know, this is May. I love to discuss the language, to discuss literature. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So please bear with me and try to learn with me. And if you don't understand, if it is too hard for you, let me know, please. Yes, Abdullah.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, by 1970. So the word "by" here, for your information, what does it mean in this context? The word "by."
By is referred to personal information or
yeah, it's a time conjunction. Any idea? Can you put your hands? Can somebody put his hand up if he knows the answer? By. What does "by" here in this context mean? See, only Mazen. Okay. Yes, Mazen, Habibi.
In this year, in 1970.
No, I'm afraid no. Thank you for your participation. You see, even if you got it wrong, I'm gonna give you a credit for that, Mazen. Okay. So, any idea about the meaning of the word "by"? We said it here, we use it here, and we are using it again here. All right. So nobody.
by
Have a go, boys.
1970 like
Sir?
Yes.
this
Yes, Abdullah.
this like الحدث اللي يعني صار in this year.
So
by
can you give
19
me another word for the word "by"? Muhammad Al-Rafa, I think you
Yeah.
were trying to say something. What does it mean here?
By, I think it means, I don't know how to explain it, but when the time came for 1970, when it
Okay,
returned in 70.
close. Good guessing. I love you, man. But here it means, of course, before. Okay, so it's very simple. I know that slips people mind. Yeah. Okay, so before 1970, populations had disappeared from Ontario. Of course, we learned about these are places. How do I know? I have never been to America, but these are names of places. How do I know? From the capital letter, right, boys? So, and Kentucky, Ohio, and Missouri. All right, Abdullah, continue reading for us, love.
Okay. And during the 1980, the beetle declined rapidly throughout the American Midwest.
Very good. About the word decline, so we are speaking about the number or the population of the American burying beetles, and we said that this population disappeared from some places, and in other places during the 1980s, the beetles' number declined rapidly. And how did it decline? It declined rapidly. What do we mean by the word declined here in this context?
Like from the
Have a guess,
down.
boys. Yes, very good, very good. Can we use the word decreased?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Very good, Mazen Habibi, very good. Thank you for trying, Abdullah. I love you. And I love you too, Mazen. Very good. Okay, wow. Boys, you are amazing today. So, Mazen, you're going to collect all the credit for this day. Okay. So, thank you. Let's move on to Abdullah Al-Garni, Habibi. Abdullah Al-Garni?
Yes.
Okay, so we are saying that in some areas, the population or the beetles disappeared. And in other, the number of the beetles declined rapidly. What does rapidly here mean in this context?
Is it يعني fast?
Yes, I love you, man. Very good. Fast or quickly? I love you. Oh, sorry. Okay, wonderful, amazing, Abdullah. Throughout, what does throughout mean? Throughout the American West?
It means يعني when the
Yeah, throughout means all through, all over. It means
Yes.
here in this context, all through, or or all over. All over. All right, all over the place. في كل أنحاء المكان, if we might use Arabic here. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's move on, Abdullah, to the last paragraph, and then we're gonna move. I'm gonna move to discuss the questions with you, which inshallah gonna be easy. Of course, we discussed things way more than we are gonna discuss in the questions. All right. So today, tell us today, Abdullah. We are talking about today. These days, she means, yeah.
Today there are only 7 places where they are known to exist.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick your brains regarding two things here. So we are talking about places where 7 places. There are only 7 places
In America.
Yes, very good. I love you, man, because it's America we are talking about here. I love you, Abdullah. Very good. And how about the word only? Does it give you a positive or a negative connotation? Does this mean this is a good thing for Godal, or it's something that he doesn't like?
I think he doesn't like.
Very good. If you say, oh, Dad only gave me 10 riyals today. Although for some people, for someone like me, I would be happy if your dad gives me 10 riyals, of course. But if you say, Dad gives me only 10 riyal this morning, what does the word only signal?
فقط.
Yeah, very good. And does this mean you're happy with the money that Dad gave to you, or you're not happy?
Not happy.
Yeah, so can we assume that the word only here signals that Godal, sorry, Godal with a capital, Godal is not happy about this or happy about this? Woody?
Yes.
It's the word only here in this context signal that she
he's not happy.
Very good. That's why Godal is using the word happy only here. Otherwise, she would have said, okay, will there be any harm if she says, today there are 7 places where they are known to exist. They are known to exist. Would be anything wrong with this sentence?
Again, Mr.
If we cross out this part like this. Like this.
Like, yes.
Today there are, yeah?
No, his any positive.
No, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with this. But the word only takes us to wonder, why would she use this word in this context here? So the answer should be, so that she shows us she's not happy with this. This is something that she doesn't like. Do you understand, gentlemen?
Yes.
Is everybody happy with what we have explained so far about the word only?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. Very good. So these are only 7 places, and 7 places, according to Godal, is not a good number here. She's not pleased with this. She's not happy with this. Because these 7 places, although the number 7 can be a lot for some people, right?
Yes.
But for Godal, it's not something that she is happy with, right? How do we know? From the word
From the word
only. Yes, I love you. Very good. So these 7 places are, remember this is signals like a parenthetical phrase or jumla i'tiradiyya. That means she's going to add extra information. What does this
or his comment?
Punctuation mark mean? It means
It means
that she's going to... Very good. I love you. Or a comment. Yes, Mazen, you're right. Do you understand, gentlemen?
Yes.
So what do we expect is going to happen after this quotation marks, punctuation mark here? We expect either elaboration, explanation, or extra information, all with the Asian. All right? So it's going to be elaboration, explanation, or further information. All right? Or extra information. So what are the extra information about? She's going to tell us about
7 places.
Yes, I love you both. Very good. So, yes, Abdullah, can you tell us about the 7 places here?
Block Island,
Very good. Rhode Island. Yeah.
Rhode Island,
Very good.
a single county, Eastern Oklahoma.
Very good. County is like محافظة, مقاطعة, something like that. A province.
Yes.
Something like a province. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Scattered population in Arkansas.
Arkansas. Very good. And when she says also, look at the use of language here, boys. What does the word scattered mean? What does the word scattered mean? If your books are scattered all over the room, do you think your mom will be happy when she enters the room, Abdullah?
No.
No. Yeah. So the word scattered means?
It means يعني مبعثر.
I love you. I love you. Hamoudi Habibi. Thank you, Abdullah. I'm going to have to pass the next question to Hamoudi Habibi. So Abdullah said that the word scattered means spread all over. But does it give a negative or positive connotation here?
What? Can you repeat?
Does the word scattered give us a positive or a negative connotation?
What scattered?
Yes, love.
I think positive. Negative. Okay.
No.
Why negative?
Yes. I'm going to pass this question to your friend. Why do you think, boys, Abdullah, you answered it already, so I'm going to have to spare you till later, Aboudi Habibi, all right? So I'm going to pass your question, Ahmed, to Dr. Muhammad Al-Muhsin. Hamoudi Habibi.
Yes.
Ahmed is asking, why do you think the word scattered has a negative connotation?
Why?
You don't know.
Yes.
Okay, love. I'm going to pass the question to Muhammad Al-Rafa. Dr. Muhammad.
Yes.
Yeah, love. Can you answer Ahmed's question?
Why scattered has a negative meaning?
Yes, that's a negative connotation here in this context.
I think scattered negatively reflects like the carelessness.
Yes, I love you. Very good. Or improper. Something that is improper. What does improper mean? That's not proper.
Done right.
Very good. Very good. That's not right. I love you. As I told you here, as I told you, Ahmed Al-Inazi, do you remember the meaning of the word scattered? Like Abdullah just said it. Ahmed Al-Inazi. Do you know the meaning of the word scattered?
Actually, no.
Abdullah just said it, Ahmed. It's okay. Why don't you ask me, love? Let's move on to Saud. Do you know the meaning of the word scattered, Saud?
Yes, mister. Can I say it in Arabic?
Yes, it's okay, sure.
يعني مبعثرة.
مبعثرة. Have you heard Saud, Ahmed? Ahmed?
Yes, mister.
Have you heard Saud?
Yes.
I don't know, Ahmed. I don't feel you're the same person I used to know in the past. In the past, you were you were a ray of sunshine, man, that light the darkness. Anyway, let's move on to Muhammad Al-Muhsin. Based on what Saud and Abdullah Al-Garni told us about the word scatter, if your mother enters your room, let's assume that your mother enters your room, and you'll find that your things and stuff and books are scattered everywhere in the room. How do you think your mother is going to feel?
Angry.
Yes, I love you. So, does the word scatter has a negative connotation or a positive connotation?
Negative.
I love you, man. Very good, because it includes a connotation that somebody might not be happy with what's happening if something is scattered, or this happens with the population, especially for a strong supporter of the Beatles like Godal. All right, so I'm going to ask Muhammad Al-Muhsin to continue reading for us.
Where?
Here, love. In Arkansas, Nebraska,
South
Dakota,
Dakota, Kansas, and
very good.
recently discovered evolution on military
Military installation.
installation in
Texas.
Texas.
Muhammad, I'm gonna highlight words here. I'm gonna highlight some words here. This you see Rhode Island and Oklahoma, and here we have Kansas and Nebraska, South Dakota, Kansas, and a military installation in Texas. What are all these? What are all
What?
these? So let me ask the question again. Let me choose a color, a different color. All right, let's, this Texas, Rhode Island. All right, and here we have Oklahoma, Eastern Oklahoma. And here we have Arkansas. And also we have Nebraska. And we have South Dakota. And of course, South Dakota is in Kansas. Or Kansas, okay. South Dakota, Kansas. And here, a military installation in Texas. What are these?
Places.
Wow, I love you, man. So why is she talking about, why is she mentioning these places? Why is she
Because
mentioning
he's not
these
happy
places?
from this place.
Wow, that's a good answer, man, but this is not very accurate. I love you. She's not happy, although she might be a bit happy, actually. But anyway, so yes, Hamoudi, thank you very much. But please stay focused to know the answer for this. I'm going to pass the question to Dr. Muhammad Al-Rafa. Sorry, I didn't give you credit for the last one. Yes,
Yeah.
Dr. Muhammad Al-Rafa.
Yes, can you please repeat it?
I highlighted 7 places in this color. Yeah, I don't know what color this is. Anyway,
Aqua.
I don't know.
Alright.
I'm rubbish with colors. Anyway, so I highlighted these Muhammad Al-Muhsin brilliantly and wonderfully said these are places. And what are these places? And why is Godal mentioning them?
Because these places have populations of the insect.
Wow,
Okay.
very good. Can you count them for us, Muhammad Al-Rafa? Can you count?
Yes, it's
1,
1, 2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
7.
5, 6,
6,
and
7.
here 7. And what did she tell us here at the beginning of the paragraph?
There are only 7 places where they are known to exist.
Wow, I love you, man. So I think I'm gonna highlight this. Now, do you understand, Muhammad Al-Muhsin, what are these places? Why is she mentioning these places? These are the only places where the American burying beetle can be seen or can be found in America, of course. All right, gentlemen?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay. One reason. Okay, thank you, Muhammad Al-Muhsin. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Al-Rafa. I'm going to move on to my dear boy, Saud.
Yes, Mr.
Yes. Saud, did you attend the class yesterday?
No, Mr.
I bet you missed some information because please make sure you attend all the classes so that if there is a mark missing from the first semester, we can make it up for you.
Yes, Mr. But yesterday, because I had some problems.
No. I don't want you to explain what happened yesterday. Today is another day. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Today is another day, love. So from now on, please make sure you try to attend the classes so that you benefit from the information, of course, that are given to you and developing your thinking skills and your reading skills and also or language skills, and also get the benefit of making up for some marks that you might have lost in the previous quarters. Okay, thank you. Saud, can you read for us?
One reason for the species
Precipitous.
precipitous,
Precipitous, yeah, precipitous. Sorry, I apologize.
precipitous,
Precipitous. Very good. Decline.
Decline across its historical range in
Yeah.
addition
In addition to habitat loss.
to habitat loss, the fragmentation
Very good.
is possibly connected with the extinction of the passenger
pigeons. Very good.
And the greatly reduced number of Blackfoot
Ferrets. Yes, very good.
ferret,
Yeah.
and
Prairie.
prairie chickens,
I love you.
all which provided
Carrion.
of ideal size.
Ideal size. I love you, man.
Ideal
Very good.
size.
So actually, she's giving us. Yes, Mazen. What do you want to say?
I have a question. What the word precipitous mean?
I love you, man. Precipitous here. Can you get the meaning here based on the information we are talking about? The increasing number. The decreasing number of these, and we talked about the fact that the beetles are starting to disappear in some areas, and the number is decreasing greatly in other areas. Can you get, based on this information, can you guess first? I'd like to pick your brains about the word decline, Mazen. Do you know what's decline mean?
Yes, decline yes, wait, decreases, yes.
Very good. Or deteriorating. Okay.
Yes.
So if I describe the decrease in number with the word, of course, this is an adjective, Mazen, right? So if I describe it with the word precipitous, it's awkward for me to pronounce. If I describe it with the word precipitous, what do you think the word precipitous mean?
Like the hard or the quickly.
Very good. Very good. Hard. Actually, hard is a good word, because normally when we describe a slope, you know what's a slope? Like munhadar, as being precipitous, it means steep. And when steep, it falls. Can we say falls? Or sharply falling. Sharply falling down. All right. So here we're talking about sharp decrease. You know what's sharp decrease?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Sharp decrease يعني انخفاض حاد or decline.
Yes.
انخفاض حاد. Very good. So have I answered your question, Dr. Mazen?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, love. Very good. And she's giving us what?
Reason.
A reason why the species are declining. The number of the breeding species. What species are we talking about? What species are we talking about? The breeding beetles, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
We're low of time here. Burying beetle. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the class shortly, boys. Don't worry. So burying beetles. So she's giving us a reason. In addition to habitat loss. So this is one reason we discussed before. We also have the extinction. What does extinction mean? Extinction.
Like tamaddud or
no. Extinction, not extension. Sorry, I said
dying out.
Right? Dying out. I love you, Saud. I love you. Very good, Saud. Very good. Extinction, dying out like disappearance, or dying out like inqirab, ya Mazen. Okay, it's like inqirab. Yeah. So when these animals disappeared, also the burying beetle is starting to disappear too. Why do you think so? Because these animals provided the food, or the ideal food, for the burying beetle. Inshallah, we're going to continue tomorrow. Sorry, guys, to take your time because we exceeded our time by 3 minutes now. Have you got any question before we leave?
No.
sir.
Can you vote for the class before you leave, please?
Okay.
Use a yes or no or thumb up or thumb down. Thank you. Muhammad Al-Mohsen, do you like the class? Did you like the class today?
Yes.
Do you think you benefited from it? Thank you. How about you, Dr. Muhammad Al-Rafa? Thank you, Abdullah Al-Ainzi. Thank you, everyone. Muhammad Al-Rafa? Oh, I think he left us. Okay, boys. So I'm not gonna kill you. So anyway, see you tomorrow, inshallah. At I think tomorrow it's gonna be 20 minutes to 11, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
See you tomorrow, inshallah. Make sure you attend the class, boys. Have a very good day. I love you
Thank
all.
you.
I love you all. Thank you.